Leicester Tigers, reigning Guinness Premiership champions. How are you feeling going into the new season?
It was a pretty tough season for us. A lot of sides did very, very well, and we had a little bit of luck at the end of the season as well, and I think you need that. But yeah, it was a pretty entertaining run into the season for us, and it was hard fought, and as I said, we were a little bit lucky. We lost some big players last season, and we've signed some guys in, and hopefully the guys who've been signed in and the guys who've been promoted from the academy can really front up and perform well and enjoy playing for Leicester in a Leicester shirt. And yeah, it'll be difficult, as I said earlier. It's going to be a tough season, but we've kept the same coaching structure, and hopefully a lot of the patterns and the style of rugby will be very similar to years gone by. So it'll be a competitive competition this year. Every game will be difficult, but we're hopefully they will be thereabouts.
In the past, the Premiership maybe had 2 tiers worth of teams. At the moment, it seems like that isn't the case. Do you expect this to be one of the most competitive seasons that you've been involved in?
Yeah, very much so. As you said, I think a lot of teams have signed well. A lot of teams have really done some strong preparation for the season, and I see a lot of games going right down to the wire, and it's going to be very, very competitive. It's very, very difficult. As I said, there's so many quality sides. I think Northampton did very well over the last few seasons. Saracens, Gloucester, and Bath have both signed very well. So it's just going to have to wait and see. Speaking
of Northampton, first game of the season, I guess is that a good thing for you guys, having such a big game first up?
I suppose it's right in at the deep end. Northampton are a quality side, and especially at home they're a very, very, very difficult side to beat. So we're under no illusions that our work will be cut out for us, and we'll have to play very, very well to compete there.
In terms of the Heineken Cup, obviously disappointing last season for the English sides as a whole. Are you confident that this season will show better? Will be better?
Yeah, I think so. I think every side aspires to do well in that competition. It is a very, very difficult competition, and everybody targets it. And last season was a little bit disappointing for the English sides, so I'm sure all the teams will be targeting that. And I suppose the key is just trying to get out of your group and then see what happens after that.
And for Leicester Tigers, ambitions, I guess, sort of with your history, with your calibre, I guess nothing less than first place is the target.
Yeah, I think every side in the Premiership is going to target first place, and everyone's going to work towards that, and we're certainly no different. It will be difficult for us this season in that I think we've won it the last couple of years, and we'll be up there to be shot at and knocked off the pedestal, and I think teams will probably raise their game against us, but we're looking forward to that opportunity and see how we go.
In terms of players leaving, I said Lewis Moody to Bath was obviously for someone who's played alongside him for so many years. Is it going to be a bit strange not having Mad Dog alongside you in the trenches?
Ever so slightly, yeah. It'll be interesting to see. Obviously, Bath have signed well, as I said, they signed Sam Vesti as well, and Gloucester signed Brett Deacon, and we've had a few retirements as well. So yeah, sort of strange change in this year, with so many guys who were there for a long time gone. But we just have to get on with it. And as I said earlier, the guys we've signed in aren't too shabby either.